Try to revise your day every night before falling asleep. Try to visualize clearly and enter into the revised scene, which would be the imaginal solution for your problem. The revised imaginal structure may have great impact on others, but that's not of your concern. That's a quote from Neville Goddard from the book The Law and the Promise. And today we are going to talk about a success story that is in that book, where Neville shares with us exactly what to do to manifest a specific person when everything seems impossible. So let's get into it, guys. This is the story of a woman Neville called LSE. It was August, and she had met the man that she thought was perfect for her to get married, have kids, have that amazing life that she had in mind. They were introduced by a mutual friend, and they had had their first date. Everything was perfect. A couple of days later, she had to change her place of residence. And at the same week, she had figured out or found out that that mutual friend had moved away from the city. And now what she was left with was the uncertainty of that relationship, because the man she met and that was perfect for her did not know where she was living, and she wasn't even sure that he knew her name. So after visiting one of Neville's lectures, this one about revision, she went home and she decided that from now on she would revise her day every day. So every night when she was in bed, she would feel herself in a different bed, in her own house, as a married woman, not as a single woman that was living with 3 flatmates. No, she felt herself as a married woman. And she would twist an imaginary wedding ring on her imaginary hand, and she would tell herself, "This is wonderful. I really am Mrs. J.E." And she would fall asleep to it. She repeated that imaginary saying for about a month, over and over and over. And guess what? On the first week of October, that man found her. Although she had no idea about how he felt about her, if he had fancied her, it didn't matter. She continued to live in the feeling of her dream reality being realized. She created a scene that implied that her desired reality was already true. And the result of that was that in November they were engaged, and in May the next year they got married. That woman used her imagination radically. She created an entire different world out of her dream. She did not go into her memories, into her experience, into what the 3D was telling her. That would have just perpetuated the lack that she was confronted with. Okay, the 3D was telling her,
move on. It's not gonna happen. Nobody knows where you're living. Your friend doesn't even live here. The guy probably doesn't even know your name. It was one date. Find another guy.
Her imagination turned that desire into reality. She did not have to chase anyone. She did not have to look for him or to do any action. Okay, it was all orchestrated by that bigger part of us who is in control of everything in the metaphysical world. Consciousness, the universe, God, your higher self, you can call it whatever you want. But all that she did was to revise her day, was to create a scene that implied that she already was the woman who was living the reality that she wanted to live, independently of what the 3D was saying, independently of what could have made her overthink and distract her from achieving her goal. And this can be your success story too. This is how you do it. Figure out what you want and choose to be only aware of that reality. Revise your day. You can achieve that too. Okay guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for being here. If you like this video, give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and we are going to talk soon. Bye guys.